Hey guys, so welcome back to Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. Alice is dead. For the umpteenth time, she's managed to stab herself with a scalpel. It's not looking good. She wandered off after the voting. She was infected with Radical 6. Doesn't look like we need to cure her anymore though. It looks like she's cured herself by a permadeath, so that's nice. The first thing I saw when I stepped through the door was the blossom of red on her chest. It felt as if I'd walked straight into a brick wall. I stopped short, my body refusing to move. No. Why did this happen? Because it's supposed to happen. I forced one shaking foot forward, then the next. My legs began to buckle, and I put a hand against the wall to steady myself as my heart thundered in my chest. Calm down. Calm down. This looks pretty bad, but you don't actually know anything yet. And we don't know where Luna is. Luna's alive, right? Yeah, that's right. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe we can still save her. Nope, the bracelet's on the ground. Then at last I pressed my fingers to her neck, and those hopes were dashed. No pulse. Clearly she wasn't breathing either. Her pupils had dilated hideously, making her face seem somehow inhuman. No. No, it's not true. Why? Then I noticed it. All the blood must have distracted me. But now I saw that there was a scalpel buried in her chest. Judging by the position of its handle, she'd been stabbed through the heart. I felt a sympathetic twinge of pain in my own chest, and my stomach lurched. Bile and hopelessness rose up in my throat. I stood, hands balled tightly into white-knuckled fists, and took a deep breath. There's Luna. All around the room were the rest of the Nonary Games participants, except, of course, for Quark. I wanted to ask which one of them had killed her, even if it had been one of them, though there was no way they'd answer. All I could do was stare at each one of them in turn, asking myself, is this person a murderer? The looks they traded with one another suggested that I wasn't the only person wondering if they were standing next to a killer. An unsettling silence filled the room. What is in room 2? That's so special. Clover was the first to speak.
Who did this?
None of us.
Say something!
Answer
me!
I wonder how nervous Dia would feel, right? Because he knows he's a murderer. And seeing, Alice like that, not knowing that she committed suicide, he must be like, shit, I got some serious competition around here.
Please, Clover, calm down. We don't even know if she was killed.
Then what happened? An accident? You think a scalpel just dropped from the ceiling and stabbed her?
You never know in this game, right? Ambushes set up everywhere.
Cool it, kid.
You did it, didn't you?
Are you nuts?
Then who did it? Who killed her?
Clover, even if we assume that she was murdered, that doesn't necessarily mean the killer was one of us, does it?
And you were ready to kill her by leaving through the number 9 door, Clover. Thank you very much.
Wait a minute. You went into the AB room with Alice during the last round, didn't you? Something happened in there, didn't it?
No, nothing happened.
Well, she somehow started displaying symptoms of Radical 6.
Don't lie to me! There's no way Alice would just run off like that! She wouldn't leave me! Something happened!
And yet you would leave her.
If she was going to leave, she'd tell me! She...
Hey, Clover, don't you think just assuming Alice was murdered is jumping the gun a little bit?
I mean, it looks bad. But since they know Radical 6 on its symptoms, right?
How can you look at her and say that? Scalpels don't just stab people all by themselves! Oh, I see. I see.
Actually, we don't know the symptoms in this case, do we? It was in another flow, the one where we got the journal.
I get it now. You're all in on it, aren't you?
Yep, you got us. You've been punked, Clover. Well done. There's the hidden cameras there and there.
It wasn't just one killer. It was 6!
Jeez, now you're really reaching, Clover.
No wonder you're so anxious to say this wasn't a murder.
Clover, please, just settle down.
Fine. Show me some proof then.
You're the one who has to prove to us that we're not murderers, okay? The onus of proof's on you. We're innocent until proven guilty.
Prove to me in 10 seconds that you didn't murder my friend,
How are we supposed to do that?
or I'm going to kill every last one of you bastards!
All of us giving an alibi?
You're all going to die just like she did!
Hey, hold on a minute.
9, 8, 7,
Clover!
6, 5, 4,
Clover!
3, 2, 1!
Now she's gone and done it. Is this supposed to be a to be continued? But we know that she's killed it, or, you know, attempted to kill herself. Oh, of course. The journal. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. Suddenly, Clover moved. I leapt forward and clamped my hand around her wrist.
What are you doing?
Clover, listen to me. Alice wasn't killed. Nobody murdered her. She took her own life. What was that suspicious-ass look, Temuji? I can't believe it's not murder.
No, there's no way she'd do that.
It's true. She stabbed herself in the heart with the scalpel.
All right, where'd she get the scalpel then?
The infirmary. Well,
I did hear someone come into the infirmary right after the AB game ended.
right, of course, because you were staying with Quark.
Was that before I showed up?
Yes. I got up to see who it was, but they were already gone. It could have been Alice.
So she could have taken the scalpel then.
Yes, I think so.
You're lying. This is all a lie. It has to be.
It's not. It's the truth.
Then why did she do it? Why would Alice kill herself?
Because she was infected. She probably didn't have a reason.
What?
She'd been infected with Radical 6. That's what killed her.
But you just said she killed herself. Just tell me the truth.
Radical 6 drove her to kill herself. I am!
Then prove it. Your 10 seconds ran out a long time ago. So if you don't have any proof...
I do! I have proof. Another timeline. There was a journal in the lab. Wasn't there, Kay? Show it to me.
Journal?
It would have been in the safe.
Ah, well, Alice would have it then.
Of course. Fi, can you? Don't feel right touching a dead woman's body. Could you take a look?
Sure.
I mean, where would she hide it, you know? Her hands barely shook as she quickly searched through Alice's clothing. It was only seconds before she stopped. It's a big journal. Slowly and carefully, she drew something out. There it was. The journal. Fi turned to hand it to me, but I shook my head. You read it. I can't. It's in Latin. It's in Latin. I can't make heads or tails of it. She cocked an eyebrow at me and flipped the small book open. Like, oh man, this is such a, like a fantasy of mine, like you knowing all these certain things and then just like showing it off to people. Like, the journal's in her pocket, and you couldn't conceivably know that, you know. It's in Latin actually, so you're gonna have to read it. Like, just envisaging me like going back in time or something, or seeing the future and just getting the knowledge. When she looked back up at me, it was with both suspicion and surprise.
Yeah, it is Latin.
You should know. You can jump too, Fi.
But translating this is impossible. It's full of words I've never heard before. I can barely understand any of this.
There's a certain entry that you can sort of understand, right? Page 216.
Huh?
Turn to page 216. Felt like Severus Snape there for a second. You should be able to read that one. Fi's frown deepened, but she did as I'd suggested. I watched her eyes quickly scan the page before looking up at me with renewed suspicion.
Yeah, I can read this page. How did you know? No, wait. How did you even know there was a journal in the lab?
I am Zero. I set this entire game up. I slipped up just now. I'm so sorry. I just knew.
You just knew?
Yeah, just like you
Come on.
just knew my name. Look, just read it, okay? Clover wants to hear what it has to say. Right?
Yeah.
Right. Give me a moment to look it over.
Here we go. After a few moments of whispering to herself in Latin, Phi began to translate, paraphrasing the contents of the journal. Radical 6 reduces the processing speed of the brain by a factor of the root of 1/6. One of the symptoms of Radical 6 infection is an overwhelming urge to commit suicide. Research has shown that it would probably respond to the right sort of antiviral medication, but no one has been able to develop one yet. Nearby towns are filled with the corpses of people who took their own lives. The uninfected have only barely managed to survive, and have been sent to underground shelters supervised by the government.
Oh Lord, please, let their future be a bright one.
Phi shut the journal with a soft slap. That's always so satisfying, closing a thick book like that, when you're done reading. A sickly silence drifted through the room. The newspaper article, the recording, the conversation with Tenmuji, and now this journal entry. There was no more hiding from the truth. The pandemic had already happened. Sorry, Clover. All of Clover's rage suddenly dissipated, and she collapsed to the floor, tears pouring down her face. None of us had the heart to say anything, and for several long moments the only sound in the room was Clover's sobs. Indeed.
We've got a problem.
Now what?
It's almost time for the primary doors to open.
Of course. Yeah. Only 10 minutes left. And we've got the most survivors yet, with 8.
Sorry, but I'll be taking Alice's bracelet. Phi and I won't be able to open the secondary door without it.
Fair enough.
So she was a magenta pear, just like me.
Just now noticed that, did ya?
As he spoke, Dio grabbed the bracelet off the floor and dropped it into his pocket.
What color is your bracelet, Luna?
I'm a cyan pear.
You are part of Clover's pair, then. That means the two of you will need to come with me.
I guess so.
Which means Quark, Tenmuji, and I are going through the other door.
Come on now, Clover. We need to go.
Luna will look after you. She's got a nice soothing voice and a pleasant personality.
Alice would want you to survive, wouldn't she? You'll never be able to figure out why all this happened if you stay here. Please.
You're right. Alice, I promise I'll find out what happened to you. I'll figure out who Zero really is.
Man, I mean, there's other flows where we managed to get to her in time and put her to sleep.
I mean, if you'd never been locked up in here, you never would have... This never would have happened.
That would be the way to keep her alive for the rest of the game.
So it's like Zero killed you. I promise. I'll avenge you.
That's the spirit. Clover stood up and rubbed her hands roughly over her eyes, smearing tears across her cheeks. Then, with a determined frown, she strode out of the room. It sounded more like a run, but yep.
Alright, we're out of time. Move, people.
You guys head on down to the Floor B warehouse.
You gotta go get Quark.
We'll catch up with you later.
Oh, right. Quark's got the yellow bracelet, which makes him your partner, right?
Yeah. Can't exactly leave him behind.
Without him, we'd end up stuck in the AB room.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let's go. We'll see the rest of you once we've picked up Quark.
Very well. Until we meet again.
Okay. Are we actually going to go through a white chromatic door, or are we going to stumble upon another roadblock? I think we bypassed the lock for this flow, right? This seems like it's going to be a Tenmuji ending. I think. Quark, you're still here, right? Oh, there he is.
Quark!
And he's awake.
You're awake!
Yeah, I just woke up. Hey, where's everybody else?
Okay, you don't have to look so shifty as soon as you wake up, alright?
Oh god. Quark.
Tenmuji's entire body shook with emotion as he drew closer to him. He cautiously laid a trembling hand on the boy's shoulder. Almost as if he were afraid Quark would disappear in a puff of smoke the moment he was touched. When Quark proved to indeed be corporeal, Tenmyuji let out a cry and threw his arms around him.
What's wrong?
Aww.
Are you okay, Grandpa?
It's nothing.
Dude, it's been a long time coming. Tenmyuji finally getting to see Quark wake up.
Nothing's wrong. I'm fine.
But
Quark gave him a puzzled look. Tenmyuji didn't even notice. His face was a mixture of happiness and relief, and I could see tears twinkling from the wrinkled corners of his eyes. All traces of his usual gruff stoicism had vanished. I didn't want to interrupt such a happy reunion, but we were running out of time. Still, Tenmyuji deserved a few minutes. I left them alone. We can do this in the room though, right? Because he's coming with us. At last, Tenmyuji seemed to recover, and shifted from an embrace to a protective arm around the shoulder.
So, how are you feeling?
feeling? Well, okay, I guess. Was I sick or something?
No. You're not sick.
Not anymore, kid.
If you feel fine, then you're fine.
You're still missing in another flow, and I'm very curious as to where you are and what you're up to.
Huh?
So this is my chance to research.
I'm sorry. I should never have gotten you involved in all this.
What are you apologizing for?
Sorry.
You're doing it again. Are you sure you're okay?
Dude, you have no idea what Tenmyuji's been through this entire game, okay?
So, where's everybody else? Mr. Sigma's here, but he's just been standing there looking kind of silly.
Gee, thanks. What am I doing, just like my tongue hanging out? I gave him a nervous smile and explained about the wide doors. I got the feeling Tenmyuji didn't want Quark to know about Radical 6, so I avoided any mention of it. Alice's death was something I also left for later.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what happened. We're all sunshine and rainbows, you know?
That means I'm on a team with you guys, right?
Right.
So, these white doors, when are they gonna open?
Well, we've got about 4 minutes until the primary doors open.
Oh, that's not good. We need to hurry, come on! How do we get to the floor B warehouse?
Okay, we're going.
Follow me. Okay. I'll let it slide that he knows about the floor B warehouse. Maybe we told him in passing. We'll see. Anyway, Quark, you're coming with me. And you're actually conscious this time, to help with a puzzle. That's assuming everyone's still alive and not suddenly dead from Radical 6 down below. Right, just like banging their heads against the wall. Killing themselves slowly but surely. Okay, pick a door, any door. Looks like the blue one, of course. Shortest distance between 2 points. Okay, please everyone else be alive still. Or at least standing here. Here we go. They're open.
Chromatic doors have opened.
You arrived just in time.
5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
You're late.
Hey, I'm here, aren't I? You don't need to worry anyway, I'm not even part of your group.
Where the hell have you been? Quark?
You're awake!
I like how Dio sounds so surprised that Quark... Like, he's like almost scared of the guy.
And fully recovered, apparently.
I am also relieved to see you well again.
Me too.
Wait a minute.
Oh dear.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Guys, we tried to not tell him about Radical 6. If we could just keep that charade going, that'd be great. I looked at the others from behind Quark and held a warning finger up to my lips. There were a few momentarily raised eyebrows and some nervous coughing as everyone suddenly fell silent. It's like a gigantic secret that you're not in on, Quark, sorry.
Huh?
From Quark's perspective, it must have seemed especially odd.
Anyway, there isn't any time left.
Yeah,
We need to hurry!
especially since time is back to normal for Quark.
But there are 3 doors.
Which team goes in which door?
All of the doors are identical for this round.
Doesn't matter, just pick one.
I believe it doesn't matter which team uses which door.
Then we're taking the one in the middle.
Why that one?
You want a kill shot, you aim for the center. You're more likely to just miss the extremities.
That logic is flawed and more than slightly disturbing. Unfortunately, I don't really have a counter-argument, so center door it is.
Exactly, it doesn't matter, just pick a door.
I suppose we could go with the one on the left. Is that okay? I mean, we could go with the other one if you want.
Oh, Luna, just go, okay, please? Kay and Clover only nodded.
Well, there's only one left.
The door on the right.
Alright, I'm gonna third wheel with this family. See you guys.
Any objections? All right, let's move.
30 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
Jeez, that was a 5-minute discussion.
Hurry it up, Phi. This thing's gonna close.
I know.
What is he, just dragging her feet?
It's time we were going as well.
Right.
See you on the other side, hopefully.
Sure.
Come on, guys. There's no time to waste.
Right behind you.
Let's go.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Wow, an actual flow where we have 3 full doors rather than 2, and that are barely full. Okay, like I said, most survivors in this flow with 8. Alice the only sacrifice. Jeez. Director's office. We're going here. Okie dokie, lokey pokey. We're actually solving this room this time, rather than trying to input the password. Or ID, I should say. Okay. What's this place? Looks like it's Pennywise's office from the looks of things.
Probably the office of whoever it is that's running this place.
It said director's office on the door.
Why is the director's office attached to the warehouse? So this might be Zero Senior's office.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Maybe fuck yourself. Sorry, I had to quote The Departed there. Well, which is it?
Why the hell would I know?
I don't know, you seem to know a lot more than you're letting on, Tim Yuji.
We should look around. If this really is Zero Senior's room, there might be some clues.
Yeah, you got a point. Let's get started then. Okay. Break the walls down and find a way out. Or seek a way out. Sorry, I should say. Shouldn't butcher the line. There's the computer itself. Well, what do we have here? Haven't seen a computer this old in a while. There's something on the screen. Is that a lion eating a hamburger? I really don't think so. I think the lion's got 2 heads. Looks like a monster from Greek myth or something. It looks like it's asking for an ID and password underneath the lion. Huh. I haven't had to voice Quark yet, so there we go. The keyboard doesn't seem to be working though. I guess we can't enter anything then. Keyboard's not working until after we come in here. What's this? I checked it out earlier, but I think it's just a business card holder. A business card holder? A Rolodex? Yeah, it's a file where you put business cards. They've all got these weird shapes on the back. I think maybe if you line them up in a particular way, then you'll get some sort of hint. Place the business cards in the correct order. By clicking one business card and then the other, you can swap their positions. Well, I guess we can give it a shot. I have no idea what the order would be. Oh, right. Can't we... Do we have to do it like this? I suppose so. What am I trying to make, though? That's the question. Okay, let's do that one. Wait, what? Sorry. Wait, seriously? Sophie and Michael. Okay. I might need more info. I don't get it. Maybe you don't have enough information. Yeah, that's what I thought. What's this? Yeah, it's not opening. It's the drawer. Is it locked? Yeah, looks like it. I don't see anything that looks like a keyhole, though. There's this diamond-shaped hole in the middle, though. Do you think we're supposed to stick something in there? Probably. That's just gonna take me to the desk, okay? A large wooden credenza. A balloon? You want it, Quark? I don't need a balloon. I'm not a kid. Really? How old are you? I'm 20. What? No way. Gotcha. Yeah. You fooled me, kid. Globe. Okay, we'll just take this and put it in our pocket. Hey, globe. Doesn't it look kind of weird? I think somebody glued a piece of paper to it. Let's see if we can get it off then. You found a world map. To view it, visit the file tab in the archive. Okay. A world map. Interesting. Look, we're barely here. That's nice. At least we're acknowledged. Okay. I've got these. This reminds me of the colors in the pressure exchange chamber. I wonder if that's intentional. We've got a health potion. Haha. Now this is brandy. Fear Perrin's 200-year-old reserve. You can tell that just by looking at it. I can smell it. That's some nose you've got there. It says ho on it. Jeez. Kinky. Here, just let me have a taste. I don't think so. How can you be so cruel? Expensive brandy. It literally says ho on it. Oh, this is the good stuff right here. From Pierre Perrin's 200-year-old reserve. You already told me that. Oh, did I? Yeah, 200 years is pretty impressive though. Yes, yes it is. Then again, it's even older than that by now. Maybe it's gone bad. It's probably just like water now. I should drink... No! Oh. Take it easy, we might need it for... I mean, how can a 200-year-old whiskey still be bloody... You know, still have content in it? There's a screen built into the credenza. There's something on it. Starting up. Please wait. What is it starting? Beats me. Well, my money says that it just means it won't do squat if you mess with it right now. How about you go have a look at something else? Okay. What about this? There's a laser. And a green dish. Okay, we'll just put that there. Huh? Well, putting the expensive brandy on the coaster didn't seem to do anything. The laser beam just went right through it. Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? If you keep frying it with that laser, you're gonna ruin the brandy. Pull it out of there right now. Clearly, Zero's got ridiculous funding. Not only can he, like, take over this entire facility with puzzles, he can somehow put a 200-year-old brandy as a prop. Got this one. Huh? This is cheap brandy. Alcohol this bad shouldn't even exist. So I think it's best if I dispose of it safely with my... I'll be taking that. Cheap brandy. Zero Senior must be a real tightwad if he's stocking this cheap stuff. Might as well be water. Is it really that bad? Then why did you want to drink it so bad? Well, I'll admit I can't be sure. It's hard to really judge a brandy unless you taste it. So, no! Oh. Tablet, again. Missing batteries, again. It looks like a tablet. Does it work? No. There's an empty slot on the back. So it doesn't have a battery? Guess not. Then maybe if we can find a battery, we might be able to turn it on. Bookshelf. There's some paint inside it. Okay. So, click there. Over here. Historical Adventure Saga. Historical Adventure Saga. There are 3 volumes. Literary analyses. This looks like a collection of literary analyses. Do you think it has any hints to help us get out of here? If it does, we're screwed. I think we'd starve to death before we got through all 4 of those tomes. Great. Philosophy books. I think these are philosophy books. The stuff in here is pretty sophisticated. I'm amazed you could get that far. I flipped the first one open and my brain just said, screw this, I'm out. Okay, so we've got those books. Can't really see what these letters are going to line up to be. Something over here. What's this? Is it one of those vacuuming robots you see on TV? You got me. Looks like a machine of some sort. Well, is it turned on? Don't think so. Let's see if... Nope, no luck. Huh. Nothing. Might as well give up. Yeah, let's go look at something else. We can always come back to it later. Right. knight without a head. A suit of armor. Well, it's not really a full suit of armor, is it? I mean, it's missing the helmet. So what would we call it? I'm not sure. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and call it a suit of armor, okay? Suit yourself. No, suit of armor, not suit yourself. Anyway, it's got some red paint on the neck and shoulder area. Are you sure it's paint? Could be blood. Hey, don't say stuff like that. Being in a room with a headless suit of armor is creepy enough. Okay, fair enough. What's in its hand? Slingshot. Slingshot. Not the most impressive weapon, but it's simple as hell, and it won't jam like a gun. And a short spear. So he's got a spear instead of a sword? This is a really short spear, though. If you look at the tip head on, it looks kind of like a diamond. A diamond, huh? Interesting. Diamond. Diamond it is. Ha! It opened. There's something in here. Is it a key? It is. That's a pretty small key. The tip is circular. Have you seen anything this key might fit into? Not yet, I don't think. Got that. Got this. Which one open? Bookshelf. There's some paint inside it. Bottom center section of this bookshelf. There aren't any books on it right now. Okay. What else we got? Got this thing. What is this? One of the training machines you see on late night infomercials? I think it's a facial recognition device. A what? You put your hands on either side and hold your face in front of that lens. Looks like the key fits in there. Then it checks your face against whatever it's got in its database. Oh. How'd you know that? I'm in the salvage business. Every so often one of these babies shows up. Really? People just chucking these away, huh? Like they're a dime a dozen. It doesn't look like it's turned on. Yeah, nothing happens when I put my face in it. There's something to the right of the lens over there. It looks an awful lot like a keyhole. If we had a key for it, you think maybe we could turn it on? I assume so. You already got the key. Try putting it in. Oh, the light on the top turned on. Looks like you managed to turn it on. Alright, it's on. Now what? Well, why don't we give it a face to look at? One of ours? Yeah. Damn. None of our faces work. Face not recognized. Gender mismatch. Really? What does it mean by gender mismatch? Maybe it's saying that it needs a girl? But there's only 3 of us. None of us are women. Well, maybe if we dress Quark up like a girl? No! No way! Why don't you dress up then? No. Just thinking about that is making me want to puke. Besides, do you see a wig or makeup or anything around here? How would any of us dress up like a woman anyway? Dude, you totally want to do it. No, I don't. Alright, Sigma, stop teasing the kid, okay? He just went through a... I was about to say midlife crisis, but, you know. That would be saying he's going to die soon. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe... What is it? Did you have an idea? Well, can't hurt to try. Yeah, definitely worth a shot. Oh, now what? How long has he had that in his pocket? It looks like a piece of paper. No, it's a picture. The picture he had. Oh yeah, I remember him looking at that in the infirmary. I guess it's worth a shot. Jeez. Really? That's the solution? We just happen to have a picture of a woman in our pocket? What if it was any of the other groups that came in here? Whoa. Oh my gosh, it's like we're in the villain's secret lair. I mean, like, is it just lucky that we went through this door? There must be a proper solution to this puzzle, right? Huh. Didn't think that would happen. I guess the recognition worked. Yeah. Alright, well. So, who is this girl? Hey! Stop! She's just a girl. Akane? Is she your granddaughter? No. Well, who is she then? Ugh. Damn it. Fine. You've already seen her after all. Her name is Akane Kurashiki. It is. And that's why you trust Clover. Because Clover was in the previous Nonary game with her. I've just tied you to the previous Nonary game, Tenmuji. What's your involvement with this one? I've been looking for her for a long time. Why? Because she's his first love. No, you've got it wrong. But you carry that picture everywhere. I don't think I've ever seen you leave it somewhere. And when you don't think anybody's watching, you talk to it. I've seen you do it. Huh. Didn't mark you for a hopeless romantic, Tenmuji. Look, it's not about love. I'm not a goddamn romantic. Okay. You don't want to talk about her. I get it. Tenmuji. And Akane. Okay, there we go. We've got a tie-in that's not Clover. And the name Nonary Game. Got a liver here. Got a suit of armor. Or the helmet, I should say. Look! Oh, hey, there's the helmet for the suit of armor. Good. We'll pull that lever in a moment. Let's just pop this back on. Our friend. There you go, now you're fully equipped. Yes, that suits him. The paint on the helmet and armor lines up. But I can't really tell what it is from this angle. It looks kind of warped. Well, let's sit down then. There's a lever next to the chair. Probably spins the thing back around. Why don't you pull it? What's going to happen? Come on. Is it really that hard to figure out? You think it's going to go back into the wall? Pull the damn thing and find out. Alright. Guess I should start by sitting in the chair. Then, I pull the lever. Here I go. Whee! P. Battery. Looks like there's something on the table. Is that a battery? Let's shove it in. I don't need to be looking at this right now. I can take care of it when I get back to the other room. Okay, fine. Jeez. Just P. There's a P painted on the wall in red paint. Let's just write it down. Feels like something so mundane that I'll forget. If I pull it again, the chair should turn back around, right? Oh, whatever. Not like I have a choice. Ha! Oh, sorry, we're back. We're back. There's a balloon in the middle of the room. It's got a target on it. What's that all about? Looks like you got the tablet to turn on. Look! Something showed up on the screen. Enter a 4-digit password, then press the enter key on the right. Shit. I don't get it. We've got... I'm gonna guess... Let's swap the brandies around. Let's put the cheap brandy in here. Look! The laser beam's bending all around inside the bottle. Yeah, it made a parallelogram. Interesting. Okay. Let's try expensive brandy over here. Tried putting the good brandy on the coaster, but doesn't suit, does it? Bottle of expensive brandy. Has some red paint on it. I think the red paint on this bottle has something to do with the red section of the wall. Maybe it's part of a letter? I can't tell from here. Maybe if we look at it from another angle. Got a slingshot, got some battery. I mean, I got a tablet, got some books. Got this thing, no idea what this thing is. Might as well leave it alone for now. We haven't tried to open this yet. Man, this safe is really big. There's gotta be like $100 billion in there. You're such a kid. Maybe they're just hiding something they really don't want people to see. Like some videos. I'm not sure I like the way you said that. Let's just open it up and find out. Ugh, I don't think... See? Is it locked? Yeah. There's a circular input panel on the top of the handle. Looks like the one on the pressure exchange chamber's door. So if we just do the same thing we did then. When you click the yellow guide ring, other rings will appear at other points that you can draw lines to. Click one of these other rings to draw a line connecting the two. Repeat this process until you have connected all three pairs. Remember, however, that the lines should not overlap or cross one another. Alright, let's do it. Okay. I was about to say, how the hell did Dio and Kay solve this when they didn't go to the pressure exchange chamber? They didn't need to. It's just like the puzzle. It's not, you know, you didn't need to do that puzzle to get this one. Okay, world map. So let's write this separately. Y to P, white to cyan, green to red. Alright, let's do this. Green to red. Yellow to purple. White to cyan. And then we're stuck. Okay, hang on. Red. Sorry, purple to yellow. Cyan to white. Green to red. Stuck, of course. Purple to yellow. Nah, I have to go this way. No, that's not gonna work. Red to green. White to cyan. Purple to yellow. Let's do that. Gotcha. Okay. That's done. Good job. You did it. Nice work. Very impressive. Let's have a look inside. $100 billion videos. Yeah. Cool. Jeez. Know what you guys are gonna wish for if you see a genie? Oh, great. Not videos, not $100 billion, just a deer head. Sorry, guys. Looks like all we've got is a binder and a deer. So, a bindeer? What the hell is this? Is Zero just making fun of us? Alright, so there's a binder in the safe. It's got 2 pieces of paper in it. We found page 1 of the business card instructions. You can review it now. We found page 2. Okay, at least we got that. The deer's looking at me, Grandpa. Buck up. It's just a fake. Mounted deer. Okay. Jeez. All for a deer head. Mount it. There's red paint on the wall. It looks like there's an outlet right next to it. Why would someone put an outlet this high up? Well, it's probably not an electrical outlet. What is it then? I think you're supposed to insert something into it. Like what? Sorry, that was Sigma. Maybe the deer? Yes, that's it. Remember how there are 2 pegs on the back of the mount? I didn't actually check. I'll bet they fit perfectly. Give it a try. Let's check it out. There are, you barely see it. Mounted deer. Poor deer. Take a closer look. I think it's just a replica. You mean it's fake? Yeah. Phew. That's good to know. You know, there's some red paint on its back. It's also got 2 pegs on the back of its board. Maybe we're supposed to put it up somewhere. Well, looks like you were right. E. Still don't really know what this is. suppose we should review the instructions. Bob, Chris, John, Tony, Michael, Ian. The women are requesting the following positions. Carol likes being on the left and prefers to be near Bob. Ellen would like to be above Anne. Sophie likes to be on the very right. Kate likes to be next to Michael. Okay, good. Let's do this puzzle. Alright, so we start with... shoot. Okay, let's just go... Bob... Chris... Tony... Mike... For Michael. And we got Ian... John. Okay. Carol likes being on the left. There's 2 spaces on the left. And prefers to be near Bob. Ellen would like to be above Anne. Anne can't be here because Ellen can't be above. Wait, what? Jeez. Sophie likes to be on the very right. Kate likes to be next to Michael. Okay, so Carol likes being on the left. One of these 2. And prefers to be near Bob. How near do you have to be? You know? When I think near, I think either under him or next to him. Sorry, that's my secret stuff that I'm not allowed to use just yet. Okay. Okay, let's go. And which means Carol's here. Barely see anything. Kate likes to be next to Michael. Sophie likes to be on the very right. Ellen likes to be above Anne. That'll do, right? Okay. So we go Bob. Oh, Lola's gonna be the last one. Lola. Chris here. Here's Tony. Carol. Anne. Ellen. Chris. Lola. Michael. Kate. Nice. I think this is right. Then let's look at the other side. Maybe the shapes look like something new. Ooh. Okay, let's have a look at the back of the business cards. Book 334. Okay. Interesting. It says book 334. What does it mean? Well, a book is a bunch of pieces of paper that are bound together with... I know what a book is. Book 334. But which books go 334? Let's swap these around then. Sorry. It goes there. Anything? H. Okay, I'm getting our letters. H-E-L-O-P. Still got this balloon here. What am I supposed to do with that? Got a slingshot. Help. You did it! Good work, Sigma. Take a look at the screen. Safe password. Huh? What's this? Looks like the password for the safe. Awesome! Now we can open it! I found a safe password, but... there's another password I can put in. A 4-letter password. What's the parallelogram all about? And what's this balloon for? You must be feeling pretty tired, Tenmuji. All the excitement can't be easy for someone of your age. Why don't you sit down for a bit? I'm not so old that I need the likes of you worrying about me. That's so? Well, I think I'll just have a seat then. Anyone got a rock? Huh? What's that? You think maybe it's an eye watching us? I don't think so. I think it's a target. Like a bullseye? Yeah, you're supposed to shoot it. Shoot it with what? Don't be an idiot. You've already got what you need. Okay, I'll just use the slingshot to... Whoa, hold on there. Do you actually have something to fire? Oh, no, I guess I don't. What are you going to shoot it with then? With mind bullets? It's called telekinesis, Sigma. Anyway, I figured that'd slip your mind like everything else. Here, grab this off the floor earlier. Take it. Gee, thanks. Oh, this is the key we used to start the facial recognition device. Thanks, man. I guess I don't have to use my special psychic powers after all. I mean, we do kind of have them, right? Here goes. Aiming. 3, 2, 1, fire! Whoa, I say. You got it right in the center. Okay, now what? I suppose that was just to tell me that it's going to be help, right? Oh, there's a screen here. It's lit up. Huh? It changed. That looks like a puzzle. It is. It's a silhouette puzzle called a tangram. Move or rotate the triangles and squares to get the shape you need, probably because of the laser? I don't know. Pressing the rotate move button will allow you to switch between move and rotate mode. You can rotate a piece by dragging it while in rotation mode. Dragging while in movement mode will move the piece in question. Once you've made the shape you want, press the check button. I have no idea what that is. Let's give it a shot. What am I supposed to be making? Whoopsies. This puzzle's too hard. I can feel my brain turning to mush. You can do it, but... Move or rotate the triangles and squares to get the shape you need. Pressing the rotate move button will allow you to switch between move and rotate mode. You can rotate a piece by dragging it while in rotation mode. Sorry. There we go. That allows me to change it. Okay, let's put that here. Now, retry. I just need to spin the soul slightly, right? I don't know what kind of angle I need it. Hang on. Back? What should I do? Let's just make a crude drawing of this. That's terrible. But it is what I've got. Ammo. Basically like a diamond. Could it be this easy? Nope, of course not. Wouldn't be at all. So all I have to do is... So parallelogram. It's basically like two triangles, right? So, because if I do this, it's a parallelogram. So I just need to make two triangles. Okay. Can do that. Wait. Retry. Don't need all this. Let's get rid of that. Parallelogram, just for my own reference. Still badly drawn. Okay, so... yeah. So this is basically a triangle. And this is basically a triangle. So to make... So I just need to use these two to make a triangle and these two to make a triangle, but like flip it over a little bit. Okay, let me just map out what makes this triangle up so I can recreate it. Like that, diamond, triangle. Okay, yeah. So that makes a triangle, but I ended up pointing upwards. This is the tip, so let's just rotate this. Like that. God, I hate geometry. And then this goes up there. Like, man, I'd love to be an architect, but holy shit, I can't deal with shapes. More numbers. Okay, so that's a triangle. And then to make a parallelogram, you needed an inverted triangle this way. So let's dismantle this thing one at a time. So that'll be like this. Move down there. Then shit, I've already like lost track of the shape. So let's put this one here. Square. Is that right? Yeah. And then we'll use this triangle to complete this side. Like that. There. And we've got our flat top. Just like this. No, hang on. Okay, so it's like right beside, so it's here. Ah, yeah, there we go. Just a bit of work. This. Oh, it seems too small. Oh, what? This is not even a fully, properly done parallelogram. Oh yeah, who's the man? I'm the man. Because I fooled this thing into thinking it was a parallelogram. That was amazing. That feels kind of rigged though. Like, I don't know. Was that even right? I feel like it's game. I feel like my other parallelogram that I did the first time was more like one. I don't know. How'd you do it? That puzzle was really hard. Kinda, yeah. Well done, Sigma. That was pretty impressive. Yeah. Just, yeah, it felt kind of rigged. So, what do we get? Look! There's something on the screen. IILP? What does that mean? The password, I guess. IILP. 2LP? Does it mean anything? IILP. Ilp. Pill? No. Lippy. Interesting. Well, at least that password worked. Looks like it worked. Good job. That was awesome! The screen changed. It reminds, because I did an escape room just recently. Going to, and they said, sorry, a little brief tidbit here. We were in the escape room, they said, you know, don't do your usual stuff where you don't pull anything, don't, you know, damage anything, it's all vintage, they said. So don't mess with the room. And there was a door in front of us that was missing a handle, so we're like, oh shit, how are we going to get through this door? And for 20 minutes we were spent like just trying to figure out how to open this door, because we figured it's going to be electronically opened. Nope, turns out you're supposed to pull a handle off a window, which looks like a door handle, and then connect that to the door. But then they said, you know, don't damage anything, don't pull anything out. It wasn't an easy pull as well, you had to actually yank it out, so I don't know, felt like I was tricked by the system. And I feel like I just got my like little karma here and tricked the system into thinking that was a parallelogram. Hey, it looks different than before. The symbols are different and they're in different places. Sure are, buddy. Unfortunately, you haven't been around to see that. Actually, I haven't even been focusing on what the hell that was. Wait. Archive. Okay, sun, moon. Where's that safe? Right in front of my eyes. Safe, just like before. There's gotta be a way to open it. Should we just punch in the password? Why don't you try it and find out? Alright, take it easy. Sun, moon? Shit. That was Star Moon, wasn't it? Why don't I just check the archive like a normal person? No, Sun, Moon. But I was in the wrong place. Sun, Moon. God, it's just so late right now. It's like 2 in the morning. I'm just trying to solve these puzzles. Probably not a good idea to do that so late. Should probably do it while I'm fresh. Good job, it opened. Good work. Old file. Still haven't read any of them. When am I supposed to read them? You know, let me know. I feel like I'm just collecting them. They're just sitting there, like new. Moon, Star, Moon. Nice. Alright, what's gonna be in this final safe then? Huh. Boring. Just 2 key cards and a key. Phew, it's open. I mean, I wouldn't say boring, but you know. I thought there'd be something else in here, like, you know, the Excellier and the laboratory and whatnot. It looks kind of empty this time. Yeah, see? Sigma notices. There are only 2 things in here. First, we've got the AB room keycards. Oh, these must be the star cards that we're talking about. There are 2 of them. You guys take one, and I'll take the other. Right. We're a pair, so we only need 1 for the 2 of us. And the other thing is the key, as usual. Yes! Now we can get out of here! Yay! Great, no point in sitting around. Let's go! Let's get it. Here's the door. Unlocking the door lock. It says lock right now. You guys ready? Yeah! Go for it. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Yay! We found it. We escaped. Now, are we going to be playing the AB game this time? Or are people going to start dropping like flies again? Is the AB gate already opened by Dio? Perchance? I don't know. Alright, we're taking the long way around to go to warehouse B.
No!
Okay, what?
Damn it!
What's wrong?
I left something in the director's office.
Why'd you leave?
What was it?
The picture.
Oh, of course. Jeez, I forgot about that.
How could I forget it?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't believe I forgot about it too, considering it's got Akane's face on it. Oh yeah, we must have set it down after using the face recognition thing.
Yeah, I'm going back. You 2 go on ahead to the warehouse.
And that's how people die, Tim Yuji. That is how people die in this game.